everybody. This is Tonight We Sit and Have Adult Conversations. I'm your host, Pretty Nikki, and these are my two handsome hosts, Mr. Jay Jizzo and Frederick the Boys.
What's up, everybody?
And today's topic is going to be gender roles in relationships, 50-50 or something different. What do you prefer? And right now, I just want to ask how y'all week was, how y'all day was, or you want to give me a day or your week? How was it?
Well, actually, what's interesting is with the weather change, traffic has gotten stupid.
Yes, I agree.
Like, is everybody just in the house when it's cold? Like, nobody drives and goes to work. Everybody calls off.
This is Texas.
Like, come on. It gets hot, like halfway hot one day. It takes me an hour and 45 minutes to get to the gym.
Man, I tell you,
2 hours.
I was out driving around. I don't care what highway I was on. It felt like I couldn't do no more than 20 miles an hour. It was that backed up. Then I went into the downtown area, and it's funny, you know, get a little sun in Texas, I promise you, everybody feel this booty short time.
Oh my God. He keep calling me, talking about, babe, everybody's wearing booty shorts. I said, calm down.
Oh yeah, the clothes come off.
Boy, Texas like to just show that skin. And I love it.
Oh my God. Sundress weather came early for him.
Yes,
Christmas came early for you.
Yes, it did. Sundress and heels all day long.
And sundress season ain't started yet.
I know.
It haven't, but that's it.
But when it do,
Woo-wee.
them hands be wrestling. I got.
No, I heard a thing on. I read a thing on Facebook where they said last year every woman fell for sundress season. They was just trying to wear them. Somebody said all these women, it's sundress season, and all these women trying to wear them leggings that cut up in your butt, and that's all they was doing. Nobody was really wearing sundresses.
I'm talking about the TikTok leggings.
Yeah,
it's got the stretchy.
You call them the TikTok
it make your
leggings.
booty look big even if you ain't got no booty.
Yeah, them.
So sad.
So that was sundress season last year.
I tell you what,
I
I wish they
sundresses.
would just ban all tights. Like, if you ask me, no, I'm telling you the reason why I say this, okay, is because they trick you with the tights. When you see them in the tights, you be like,
yeah.
Then the tights come off, you're like,
Hey.
It's a trick.
I
tights make
very much.
she ain't got no ass, no hips, and you be looking like, all because she got some tights on. No, thank you.
No, I think they ought to say tights should only be worn between size 3.
You is stupid.
and size
I don't want to be no part to this.
I know that.
Let the record show you are not walking me down that path, sir. I will not
size
participate
3
in this
and
bullshit
size
you about
8.
to do.
You over a size 8, you know.
You asking to get trolled.
Yeah, and he definitely.
He want it. He want all the smoke. Jace. Mr. J Jizzle has pointed out he don't want no smoke. You was not fixing to get me caught up with that.
And for the record, his wife ain't even a size 3, so it is.
I said between a size 3 and a size 8.
Now, what's wrong with 9 and 10? That's the prototype size.
Them what men prefer. Those sizes.
What
not
men?
9, 10.
Of men.
9, 10.
A lot of men.
I don't have that
prefer
9, 10.
A lot of men prefer
health insurance. I say from size 3 to a size 8. And get over that,
9, 10.
You're playing at your own risk.
And 12 and 14s, y'all welcome over here too. Fuck what he talking about. A 9, 10, about 5, 8,
it shouldn't matter what size.
175.
Really,
What?
The size should not matter.
170, 175.
No, you're looking at about maybe a 5'3" to 5'6".
No, thank
138, 140, maybe 150.
Now you stereotyping
Yeah.
all women. You can't.
No, I'm just saying
that's just his
preference. Preference. That's preference.
And he gets the right to have that preference.
Thank you.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah. Now, when I get better insurance, then I'll go to a size.
Now wait a
19.
minute. You just who stirs the pot? Me or you? Because when you talking about insurance, because you saying if she fat, then you need better insurance.
Man,
why did I just say fat? I didn't even say that.
Yeah, Mr. Jay Jizzle, y'all roast him. Roast him now.
Because she's
thick. Nah, you know what?
Fluffy? Can I do fluffy?
You
Yeah,
can
we
do
do
whatever
fluffy.
you
Okay,
want. That's
fluffy.
your
Okay.
Now, you know what? Don't
So
get me
you
wrong.
need better insurance if she fluffy.
Yes, because, you know, they like to get on top and ride and, you know.
Oh,
sit
for
on
your
it.
own protection.
There you go.
Oh, so
Yes,
your
sir.
bones are weed.
Hey,
That-
call it the
that's
bone.
you
The
solidified
200s
Yeah.
and the 180s, I got you covered.
Yeah, there you go. Now that one, the
my
150,
insurance ain't gotta be
155
good.
and below to about to 125, that's it.
No, thank you.
Yes, it is. That's my wife.
Okay, so
How was your week? Let's just go off that rabbit hole.
my week, you know what my week was? Dealing with conversations like this all week.
Yeah.
It's
Bless
fun.
your
It's
heart,
funny.
lady. Like
yes, I
sometimes,
deal with
even
it.
in the group chat or not in the group chat, I just be like, these two. Like, is this
Yeah, my
real
husband
life?
is something
Now let me put my disclaimer out there before y'all tear me up.
They gonna
Lady,
get you anyway.
I love them big and tall. What is it? Small and tall.
Black, Puerto Rican, or Haitian? Is that what you're trying to quote the Tribe Called Quest?
Nah. I got twisted. What did it say? You know, I don't want. I'm trying not to use that word you use. Wait a minute. Big and tall, fluffy and thin. I love you all. All women are beautiful. So hey. All right.
Nice,
All right.
nice recovery.
Hilarious recovery, I say that.
You tried it. You
Yeah.
tried it.
So
Y'all wait till the comments. They gonna tear your ass
Oh,
up.
they are.
hey, but you just know that I love you. I love you. I love you all, ladies. I'm a ladies' man. I love the ladies. I love you too, babe.
It's okay. You don't gotta tell me that. I know you love me.
All right. So let's get into the segment. So you said the topic was
Gender roles in relationships, 50-50 or something different.
gender roles.
But look at the questions. It's a
Okay.
two-part question that you
Okay.
have.
So first part questions is, let's see what it says here.
Gender role.
Okay. If you were single, could you date a woman who says they won't participate in a 50-50 relationship? The man should pay everything.
Oh Lord.
That's the first part. All right.
Answer that.
Could I date a woman that won't?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, okay.
We all can answer it.
yeah,
I mean, I
well,
can't. I'm not
I'm saying,
a woman. I'm not a man, but
So it's basically a me and Jay question.
yeah.
No. I mean,
What do you think about women?
I'll put you like this:
that put those
things
standards?
change as your income level changes, because when you start getting high six figures and seven figures, then you really don't worry about what she's paying. Long as she's there, looking beautiful, having the best interest of me at heart, trying to take care of me, make sure I'm healthy, I'm clean, I'm looking good, and I'm staying on top of my money, then I really don't care if she's paying anything. If my income level,
Clean? She gotta bathe you?
that would be lovely. I
Okay,
prefer
you
to
said
be
make
bathed.
sure you clean.
Wait a
I
minute.
thought that was
Wait a
something
minute.
you would take
Didn't
care
Eddie
of.
Murphy have bathers in Coming to America?
Your real.
He did.
Your
Yo.
real penis is cleaner.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hello.
look, I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, making sure I'm clean.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah. So
Making
so
sure you're clean. Got it.
You hear me?
yeah.
You heard what I said.
Yeah. So
This
yes.
guy.
So I mean, in that scenario, then yeah, I could care less if she paid the bill or not. But if starting out, let's say we're too young, you know, just getting out of college or whatever, you know, we're basically getting started in our careers and we're trying to grow our empire, then I would say, yeah, let's do 50-50. Or more so, what is 50-50? Because I don't believe in 50-50. I always think that a man pays more. I mean,
Okay, so that goes into part 2 of the question.
oh, let's read part 2.
Well, wait a minute.
But
First
yeah,
of all.
let's
Okay,
get,
all
let's
right, go.
get
I'm
this
sorry,
one.
Jay. What's your?
I'm with you on the 50-50 thing. Like, what is 50-50? So, if there's a bump in the middle of the night and somebody need to check it out, I'm gonna go halfway, and then you gonna get the other half.
Get the
and go
fuck
to
out
the
of here,
door?
because now you doing too much.
I just need to understand
You
what's
doing
50-50.
too much when it.
Oh, we just talking about bills.
We talking about bills and then the household chores and things, grass cut,
So it's
trash
chores.
taken out,
So it's
dishes
everything.
washed, bills cooked.
It's just if there's a
taking
bump in the
care of
night,
kids.
that's 100%.
No,
So,
you
oh,
just
no,
doing
no,
too
Jay.
much.
I need to
Listen,
understand.
But if it's a bump
When it
in,
comes to
if
take
it's a
care of
bump
the
in the
kids,
night,
It's 100% you.
no, wait a minute, no.
No,
It's
because-
50-50, because the first time we hear the bump, I go check it out. The second time we hear the bump, she go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's 50-50.
that's 50-50.
Whatever. Just answer the question, man.
I'm answering the
All
question.
right.
I need clarification. What are we talking about? Because there's no such thing as 50-50.
There is not.
And the reason why I say that, whether it's financial, and of course I was being a little facetious
Yes,
with the
thank
example
you,
I was
thank you.
using. But at the same time, there's never going to be a 50-50. You got two individual free agents that are trying to navigate their own individual lives. And they're trying to come together, right?
Facts.
So whether it's health, whether it's mental, whether it's emotional, you wake up every morning and you present yourselves as whole as you can to the relationship, right?
Right.
But you're going to have them days to where you're like, babe, all I got is 25%.
Therefore, that's what I was
He's going
to
to step in and be like, I
That's
got
what
the
I-
other 75.
That's what I was
Right.
about to say.
Exactly.
We're going to work on
Yeah.
this together. Because
Right.
I don't understand if the floor needs to be mopped, if we both at the house, I can sweep, you can mop, or vice versa.
Or you can do both while I'm
whatever
knocking
needs
out
to be
these dishes
done,
real quick.
whatever needs to be done, this whole 50-50, that just doesn't sound like partnership to me.
Now,
I totally agree with that.
okay, so I can't go to my answer I was going to say because you said I need to read the second part of the question. So the second part of the question is, what percentage do you think is fair as women?
As far as contributing in the household and taking care of
The bills. Take care of the
Contributing
bills.
in the household
And take care of the bills.
And when I say in the household, I mean like taking care of the kids, running the kids to practice here and there, cleaning the house.
And
whatever,
I get
everything.
that. So that's why I said there's no such thing as 50-50. Because if we're saying it's 50-50, then that means I can never be sick. Because if I'm sick, then you're 100% because I'm down. You can never be sick because if you're sick, then that's 100% on me because you're down. It's just, and the reason why I what I was getting ready to say is, in a relationship, let me say, in a relationship, I always feel that the man is always going to carry the bulk of the weight. I don't care if you're saying, oh, we're 50-50 partners. The man is always going to carry the bulk of the weight because of the simple fact that there's just things that a woman ain't going to do.
Can I
There's
say
just,
something?
wait a minute, hold on. There's just things like, when we go out, I can tell you now, it ain't my wife they're bringing the check to. They're always dropping it in front of who? The man. And it was sitting up there, so.
And sometimes the wife picks it up and say, babe, I got this.
Yeah, but it ain't 50-50.
No,
Yeah.
no, it is. I don't do it all the time.
It's
I
like
said sometimes.
90-10.
Oh,
90,
okay.
Sometimes I will
Yeah,
take the
it's
relief
90.
off.
So it's 50-50 long as you get the
No,
best
I
part
never
of it.
said 50-50. I'm with y'all. I agree with y'all.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
always 50-50.
Yeah, there's no such thing
But
as
I'm just
50-50.
saying, a good woman will step in when she needs
I
to.
said this at another engagement I was speaking at, and I said that one, there's no such thing as 50-50 because when you're looking at 50-50, oh, we're 50-50 partners, so that means I need you to carry your load. Then that makes me say, so this relationship is 50-50. So I look at you not as a complete person. I look at you as a 50% partner. You're never full to me. You're just 50-50.
What you just said just now means nothing to me.
Oh, wow.
No,
Here's
I'm
what
just
I'll
saying.
say. Because this whole...
And it wasn't to you. It
No,
was,
I know you wasn't saying it towards me. I'm speaking like some women might look at you like
but
that didn't mean shit.
it's even so that it's just, like I said, there's no such thing as 50-50.
Oh, okay, true.
I agree.
Okay. So, basically, with the 50-50 thing, it's really about it being an internet word, right? There's so many
Yeah.
phrases and things
Right.
that
That
come
part.
up that I'm sick of them. Who is them?
I don't know.
And why they always making decisions and telling people what to do,
How to
what
do
tastes
it.
good,
Yeah.
what movie is good, or
I
they
agree.
said it ain't no good. Anyway, sorry, sidebar. This whole 50-50 thing, it just, to me, it seems like a road to toxicity. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Is because if we're doing things with a measurement, I don't want my love measured.
Exactly.
I don't want your love to me be measured.
That's just what I was just saying.
Because if we're doing this 50-50, that means there's a measurement.
And it's paid.
Right?
It's
And
paid.
at some point, somebody's going to feel like, wait a minute, I did 51, you only did 49. It just seems like a slippery slope. I want no parts of it.
Yeah, I just feel like everybody should wake up in the morning, you see where his headspace is, you see where yours is, and then you act accordingly. If he not feeling well or he just not feeling it mentally or emotionally, whatever, you know you got to step up that day. Babe is, he feeling some kind of way. I'm going to make sure this is done, that's done. I'm not worried about who did more. I'm just going to
where's
get it
the
done.
real partnership at?
Yeah.
Because isn't there a reason why that you partner with someone? Because you should be able to teach me something and I should be able to teach you something.
That part.
So if there's something I do better than you, why am I asking you 50% of it?
Okay.
Like it could be something as easy as bills.
That
you
part.
are better at writing down,
and
making sure the bills
aside,
paid.
yeah.
How am I 50-50 that with you?
Yeah.
That's your task. You got it.
Okay, let me be the antagonist in the room, and let's just flip a different scenario. What about? And I don't know because I haven't researched it, but I'm gonna throw this out there. What about if the woman's making more money in that situation, far as her dating down to someone who is just getting started? A man is just getting started in his career. Do she still feel it's 50-50? Do she feel that
there is no 50-50 with anything?
Well, now we're putting that. Now you're looking at just saying, okay, we're putting a dollar value on it versus a monetary of I'm giving you more support. I believe that my support is more than 50-50. It may not be of a money value situation, but what I'm bringing to the table, support, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to even shut the conversation down, right? Because it's probably something a lot of people.
That's why I want to answer before you answer.
Yeah.
You're about to shut the conversation.
I don't. You know how people be like, I ain't finna get in your business.
Right.
I finna get in your business.
Yeah.
I'm not to get in your business, but I'm about to do that, right?
Go ahead.
So with a woman making more money than a man, my experience, I'm not going to say across the board, I'm not going to use superlatives or absolutes, but women date up, men date down.
Right.
That's just the facts.
Can I tell you a story?
That woman on that Tyler Perry show that was dealing with that struggling chef, you know which one, whatever movie that was.
Think Like a Man.
There you go.
That's
a movie.
That
doesn't happen often.
Steve Harvey.
It doesn't happen often.
Okay.
Women do not go around, boss themselves up to CEO, C-suite, owner of a business and working a business saying, man, that dude over there on fries at McDonald's so fine. He's so smart.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Yeah. I'm going to make him
She's
mine.
not about to do that, but
That's
he
not
might fall
happening.
into her lap at the grocery store, and once she starts seeing his vibe, and then she find out what he does for a living, it's like, damn, I'm really digging this dude.
And she gonna cut him off because he don't make enough money.
Nah, I disagree with you on that one, Mr. Jizzle, because I believe that a woman that got the bag is making her paper. Then she can sit and put aside saying, I don't really care if my man's making money because I'm making that money. So now I want to try to date someone that's really more affectionate, that's really in tune to me, that's really focused and into me. Because a boss woman says, all right, I'm boss, so I know I got my ducks in a row. So now I need somebody that I don't have to be a boss around. And I want somebody that's gonna wanna love me, pay attention to me, nurture me, feed into me.
That's the story.
Because I can step out the door and boss up all day.
And all of that sounds great.
Yeah. So
no rebuttal.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know somebody like that?
I'm about to tell you a story, man.
Okay.
Let me talk. Y'all never let me talk. Anyway, I was in a relationship like that where I was the breadwinner. I had the house. I had everything. But I met this guy and his presence, his everything just did something to me, right? So I'm like, let me see what he's about. So we started hanging out and he made me melt on the inside and out. And we hadn't even had sex yet. He just knew. He knew how to treat me, how to be, how to everything. So once I found out what he did, which was nothing, I still was like, I'm taking care of myself and my 2 boys anyway. You know, I don't need him to take care of me, but I like what he presents to me, how he makes me feel. So he moved in with me. I was taking care of everything, but this this dude had bath water ran all the time. He was just doing the most. You know what I'm saying? He was still trying to pursue his career, but his career wasn't really going nowhere. And I didn't.
What was his career?
I didn't even care. I'm not gonna say.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say what his career.
Because I was about to ask him, Your Honor, permission to treat like a hostile witness.
No.
Because I got questions.
No.
I got questions. I got a ton of questions.
For media purposes.
Granted.
What did he do?
No.
Was you dignitized?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I was. It was nice. And I didn't mind taking care of him. But you know what? When we separated, it wasn't because he cheated. He was never going to cheat on me. We separated because of other reasons, and I just left him my house, my everything, and just left.
Okay, so how long did this take for him?
5 years.
5 years?
Speak up. I can't hear. You said 5
5 years.
Oh,
you know
okay.
the story. Why you talking about speak up? Stop.
Listen.
He tried to 5 years.
5 years.
Oh, okay. She not proud of just grabbing a dude and trying to build him up and getting the starter
That was in my past. I was young and I would never do that today.
Oh,
but
then why contradicting what you said?
Huh?
Why not?
No, it's not contradicting. We grow. We learn and we grow.
No,
we're
talking about you having your bag and still dating down.
Okay, what about it?
You're not gonna do it.
I did it in the past and I learned from my mistakes. I would never do it again.
Oh, so
he's right.
But what I'm telling you is it happens. Women don't always need the bag from a man. Women can be financially stable and just want love and just want that attention from a man. Because men with a bag, most men with a bag ain't gonna make a woman feel like he made me feel.
Oh. Is that right?
Yes.
That's unfortunate that that's your experience.
No, it is, but it's
Was that
true.
a slap? That sounded like a slap.
No.
Was it a slap?
Y'all turn everything into a slap. It's definitely not a slap. I'm saying I did have that romantic relationship.
Oh, so
it did not last. I did not say that. It did not last, and I learned from my mistakes.
That's why I said it was
but
unfortunate.
I'm saying
Wait.
It was a good time.
You know good entertainment? You know good attorney?
Oh, I am trying to turn
Because, man,
Tune in, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason why I sit in between these 2 giant turkeys over
there.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, there are women out here that still will date.
Everything's
down.
out in the open.
Women date down, whether they want to say it or not. Women do date down.
Okay.
I would not.
Okay.
Again, from here on out.
Okay.
Women do.
There's a couple things that I'd like to point out.
You said you ever left me.
I said when.
Don't listen to him.
Stop trying to mesh it into our situation. I'm not doing that.
So you're saying that you did it before, so that's a mark in the column that women will do it.
Yes.
Right, but you also said you won't do it again.
I will not.
Right, so that's a mark over here, and you said it was a mistake. So the times that it does happen is by accident. Women don't really want to do that.
No, it wasn't a mistake that I did it. I loved it. It was. When I say a mistake is because I ain't told y'all why we broke up, and I will not.
Run the clip back.
The reason why we broke up is why I called it a mistake, and I'm not going to tell y'all why we broke up. That's the only reason it was a mistake is because, and that had nothing to do with what we're talking about. So.
But you won't do it again, though.
No.
Okay.
Well, I still believe that a woman with her bag, it doesn't matter what the financial situation is.
I think it's a very small percentage. I'm not saying that's why.
Well, that's what I said. I said my
very
disclaimer.
small percentage.
My disclaimer in the very beginning was I haven't researched it, but I just feel because you look at your Oprahs. Stedman ain't got no Oprah money. So
Who has Oprah money?
Nobody.
That's a lot of women.
Well, she's a billionaire, man.
Yeah, wait a minute. So is Rihanna.
Okay, you better name three
So
people.
is right now you about to name like three people. Bob Johnson.
She not gonna date none of them.
Who?
She dating Rihanna.
Who?
Oprah.
No, I said women who
You
are billionaires.
about Stedman not having no money.
No,
Stedman ain't no broke.
I never said he is, but I said he don't have Oprah money, so Oprah's dating down. Well, right?
Oprah going. That's why
Rihanna and her husband.
A billionaire.
Rihanna and her husband.
Woman,
wait a minute. Rihanna and her husband. Rihanna's dating down because old dude, what's his name?
A$AP Rocky.
He ain't got Rihanna money.
But that's because she love him for who he is.
That's the point
what
I'm trying to make.
I didn't say it can't happen.
Okay.
I just don't think it historically does.
Okay.
There's an anomaly for everything, right? Shout out to Neo. But there's always anomalies. Right? Yeah. So if we're talking about anywhere near 50%,
right?
If we can't say that, then it's got to be a no. Women don't do that. That's all I'm saying. Can they do it? Absolutely. Will they do it? But if we're talking about a 10, 20%, we're nowhere near close 50.
So you're just saying your theory is women date up, men date down.
Majoritarily, yes.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now.
In vast majority.
If I was like rich,
you gonna
not no billionaire, but maybe a millionaire.
You gonna give me a million?
I got you, man.
I just need one.
I got you.
I'll flip it and make it, work and just.
Let me hold this money so I can flip it. Let me hold your income tax on.
Let me just hold it.
Yeah.
If you're rich, that's. No, you don't want to be rich. You want to be wealthy. But if you're wealthy,
I want to be wealthy.
No, I'm
that little one little million ain't gonna hurt you now.
Yeah.
All right, can I get that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying, if I was rich, the circles that I be in the places that I would be wouldn't attract a broke nigga anyway. But if he made less than me, and I was feeling his vibe, I would date him. I would.
So that goes to what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's typical contradiction. Usually, women do that.
Hey,
now she will. Just a minute ago, she would.
I would never do that again.
No,
verbatim.
No, but when I put myself in the circles that I hang around, then you got some kind of money. It ain't got to be the money that I make. But if you making something and you got your own career and you doing for yourself, then yes,
you just
it's
said
a chance.
that you.
But I said, would I date a guy like the guy that I dated in my past? Hell no. But a guy that's making less than me and doing his own thing, then yes, if we're vibing, yes, I would.
What if he's not doing his own thing?
Then what are you doing in this circle? You ain't even in the circle. He won't be in that circle.
That's the point I'm making. Women that are bossed up like that don't even get to be around people that ain't on their level.
That's true.
So how they gonna date down?
But that's still dating down if he's not making more than her.
Antagonist and think about this.
It's still dating down if he's not making more than her.
She can definitely scoop up all of the porters, the restaurateurs, and the servants, and all of that. If she really bossed up, she can go to the restaurant and get the guy behind the bar for sure.
Right.
So yeah, she's around people that's
I was gonna say
relatively not on her level.
Or it could be,
But she ain't checking for them.
But it's always a girlfriend that
such a shortage
she
of men
could be looking out her
bedroom.
bedroom mansion window and see the pool guy and be like,
I'm gonna scoop him up and make him my dude.
Yeah.
Not make him your dude, but you might want to see. You might want to see what's. You might want to see what's popping though.
Yeah. So hey.
Oh, so you can date down for a boy toy? I get it.
Yeah, women do it all the time. Why not? But it ain't gonna go no further than that though.
And you never know
you
never know how love strikes.
Notch on this side.
You never know how love strikes. Love don't have a dollar bill price. Love is love.
I wish I could subscribe to that because I don't believe in that either.
You don't believe in love is love?
I believe.
Come on
I
now.
believe that love is an action word.
Okay, love is
I don't
an
think
action
it's some
word.
chemical reaction you have after you have chocolate.
I do.
I think it can be that,
I
but
do.
my
I'm a
love
hopeless
is
romantic,
way
and
different than
I've
that.
I've seen love,
My love is deep.
and I know.
And
love.
it doesn't contain a dollar bill. It contains how I feel for you, what I do for you, how I care for you, how I treat you, how I think about you, how I think I add value to you.
But why do you love? It's like,
Because it's earned.
why do you
Yeah.
love?
Why do I love?
Like, can you just look at a woman and be like, God damn, I love her?
Well,
Or are you gonna do all these things you just mentioned to
First.
somebody
You
you
gotta
just
do
met?
all that first.
Somebody you just met.
No,
Oh, I got this big old heart. I'm a ride for you.
Some
Oh,
men
you got
do
a
that,
flat
'cause
tire.
they
I'm gonna
know
come
it.
get you this, that, and the
I
third.
put you like
all
this.
of that.
I put you like
that's
this.
kind of love.
I put you like this. I'm growing up. I've always said, in order for me to say that I love you or I'm in love with you, I have to know you for 4 seasons: summer, winter, spring, fall. Because everybody got different representatives for each season, and your attitudes change. So it's like for me to sit there and open myself up fully, saying, "Man, I love this girl. Oh, I love her. I want to know your good, your bad, your ugly, your worst. I
So
want to
then
know
you're
everything."
choosing.
No, it's not choosing. It's learning. I'm learning you. Now, I do believe that you can look at somebody and say, "Damn, I love that about her. I love that. Not I love her. I love that about her," because you don't really know that person. So you're either you love the looks of her, you love the action of her, or you love just the presence of her. But you got to get the full totality. I mean, because that's how people run into a bunch of crazy people.
So then love is not just love then.
Huh? We said love is not just love.
It's
Love
not.
has never been just love.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Love is love to me.
Yeah, that was what you started
To
with.
me, love is love.
Well, yes.
Love is love.
Well,
It's too. Y'all making it too complicated.
No.
Y'all just dissecting like you got a
No.
frog in front of you and you're doing all this.
No.
Love is love. It's not that complicated.
no, wait a minute.
Jay trying to make it. He's stirring the pot with this question.
Who, me?
Yeah,
No.
you
I
always
would
stir it.
never.
No,
But
it's
love is simple.
love.
It's
Wait a minute.
simple.
Well, no, love is not simple.
Yes, it is.
No, love is understanding.
It's
That's
simple.
what love is. It's not simple. Love is understanding, because there's things that you say, "Oh, I'm in love with," and I love you, but I love you, and I understand that because I love you, I gotta love to understand to do this and not do this, and pull back from doing this, and let this slide. Don't make this such a big issue. Love has so many. Love is like an onion. It has layers. Layer.
To me, love is love, and it's so simple. And if you don't feel how I feel, then kick rocks. It's just,
How do you get to that point where you love, though?
I guess it's just, it's in my heart. Like, I know when I love a person, they make me feel a way to where they not.
Whoa, back up. When I love a person, we're talking about looking at somebody and just saying, "Wow." Like he said, "I
So
love
why y'all
him."
just dissecting everything? Like, I'm
This
just.
was your question.
Yes.
Yeah, but you stopped me in my tracks to make no sense real quick. Real
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. How is
You couldn't
that?
even let me talk.
Oh, go
and
ahead,
get my-
go ahead.
I don't even know what I
She
was about
said to make no
say.
sense real quick.
Okay.
Okay, babe.
Well,
All right.
Okay. He asked you. Ask her the question again.
No, don't stick me into your
Anyway,
pot and try to
you know
stir
what?
it.
No. Ask her the question again, because I got to hear this answer.
No, I just feel like when you love a person, you love them. Ain't no stipulations, ain't no nothing. If you
Right,
feel
but
it
how
in
do
your
you get to the
heart,
love?
If you feel it in your heart, you want to do everything for them. You want to make sure they straight.
How do you get there?
What do you mean? Because you growing with this person. You getting to know this person.
Okay.
You liking how they treat you.
Uh-huh.
You liking the conversations.
Uh-huh.
You liking how they make you feel.
Yes.
Physically, mentally, emotionally.
So you
And so you
choosing it.
ending up loving your heart. Every little thing that you like is drilling in your heart.
And you're
And then you
choosing
be
it.
like, I love this person.
But you're choosing it, right?
Man, so what if you choosing it. Love is love, and it's simple.
Well, I don't think love just happens.
Oh my God, y'all! Oh, this question is
Is love just? Oh,
going
I
too
just,
far.
I
And
just
guess what?
love. No,
Guess what I forgot to do? Introduce the drink of the week because I
that's
need
what
one
I need
right
because
now with this,
I'm
with
parched.
this conversation.
Yeah, because you done made me.
So-
You driving me to drink, lady.
This week's drink of
Cause I'm
the
just
week.
gonna be quiet.
Yeah,
It
you
don't
need
make
to.
totally sense.
Yeah.
And she said you need to.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because love is so simple.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
You know it is.
Lord, please do not
Okay.
petty.
Anyway.
Y'all.
Okay.
Petty
The
wars
drink
over
of the week is a pineapple lemon drop,
here. Ooh.
sugar rim,
Ooh. No.
and I would like for one of you fellas, you better not sit that.
Uh-huh.
One of y'all, I want one. Stop. One of y'all to make a toast to this drink.
Okay, so to health and wealth, neither one of them no good without the other.
Yes, sir. I agree.
It's a simple love. Unheard of.
What? Okay. Wait a minute.
I like that bite of lemon. Brings out that pineapple.
Yeah. Okay, you can keep talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna move
That's
on. 'Cause
tasty.
This
Yes.
conversation could have went on all day, and we're not doing that. Now it's time for mystery shots.
So with today, our producer is a little under the weather. So we hope this she get well soon.
Shout out to Michelle.
Michelle. No.
No, yeah. You wonder my Chevy.
No, Michelle. No. Anyway,
Oh,
so
you talking about Slick Rick?
what's the
Michelle.
Michelle? So we're gonna let our
Let's take a sip for her.
to Michelle. That's good.
Boy, that ain't bad right there.
Boy,
It ain't bad.
babe, my lips are sweet.
Air kids.
So we're gonna have our cameraman, Julius,
Juju.
Juicy in
In
the house. He's gonna read Michelle's questions and tell us if we're wrong or right, so we can drink more alcohol, or maybe just not. So
We don't know what's in these shot glasses, so
I noticed that it's all clear today, so it ain't no brown.
it,
Wow.
it could be water, it could be alcohol.
Could be warm,
Take
I
those
see
vodka,
a couple of them
tequila.
look like tequila to me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
mystery shots it is. Let me get my good drink out the
Yeah,
way.
because I already eyeballing one right there.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You know you're gonna get yours wrong, huh?
No,
So
I'm gonna get it right.
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Okay, let's see.
So Julius, go ahead and hit us with question number one.
All right, question number one. What is the traditional gender role for men in most societies? A, breadwinner. B, protector. C, leader. D, all of the above.
D, all of the above.
D, all the
I'm gonna say
above.
breadwinner.
Final answers?
Yep.
It is D, all of the above.
You get your shot.
Sick of
See,
Yes.
that's why you was already messing with me.
Uh-huh.
Messing with me.
And
Just
that's
give me
why.
that blue one over there by your thumb. Not that one. That one.
And that's
You should have gave her
why.
the other one.
I know.
Yeah. Let's get this
Take it
party
like a G.
started.
Take it like a G.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Question number two.
All right, question number two. During which major historical event did women significantly enter the workforce in large numbers? A, World War I. B, World War II. C, the first women's movement. D, none of the above.
I'm gonna say B, World War II.
I'm going to say D, none of the above.
I really want to say do too, because I think it was the industrial situation, but I think that does come around World War II.
That's what I think. So.
So I'm thinking D,
But
but I'm gonna say B because I want a shot.
Oh, Lord. No, that's not wrong. B is right. I'm right?
Oh, is final answers?
Yeah.
Final answer.
It is B, World War II.
Told you. You didn't get your
Y'all
shot.
don't
but
remember
you
that
was right.
poster?
What?
Y'all don't remember that
I
poster?
do. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah,
kept
yeah,
thinking.
It's World War II.
Yeah.
I knew I was right.
Yeah, you're Virgo. You're never wrong, love.
Don't do that, because we are wrong, but we hardly
Woo!
ever wrong.
Yeah.
Let's say it like that.
Good thing I love
3,000
tequila.
conversations and you were wrong 3 times, maybe.
Yeah,
See?
you got it
Yeah.
right.
Carrying on.
All right, question number 3. What is the traditional gender role for women in most societies? A, caregiver, homemaker, nurturer. B, homemaker. C, homemaker and nurturer. Or D, nurturer.
Wait a minute. Start over.
One more
again.
time.
I'm gonna go with A. Go ahead.
I was thinking
See our lessons.
Homemaker.
and nurturer.
A is caregiver, homemaker, nurturer. B is just homemaker. C is homemaker and nurturer. D is nurturer.
I'm gonna say A. All of those.
I'm going to say B.
B, final answers?
Yeah.
Final answer.
It is A.
Yep. Drink up. He couldn't wait to drink.
I felt like it was A. Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Ugh.
Got him. Got him, coach. Uh-oh.
Oh. Right there.
Okay. Question number.
4.
Question number 4. The term gender role was invented by a man named John Money. True or false?
I'm gonna say false.
I'm going to say false.
Well, I'm gonna be the oddball. I'm gonna say true.
Is it final answers?
Final answer.
It's true.
Cause money sounds so good.
Oh, that's
H2O.
tequila.
H2O, baby.
Yeah.
All right, we on to the final question.
All right.
The last one. How many did I get wrong?
All of
1.
I like to keep score.
Yes,
All
I
right.
did.
Question number 5. According to a survey done with married couples, what percentage do you think gender roles work? A, 81%, B, 50%, C, 75%, and D, 10%.
Okay, read that question again. I'll make sure I get this right.
Today, this is based off of today's society, right?
Yeah. According to a survey done with married couples, what percentage do you think gender roles work? Need the answer choices again?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
A, 81%, B, 50%, C, 75%, and D, 10%.
D, 10%.
A.
Okay?
I'm going to go with 50%.
These are final answers?
Yes.
Jay Jizzle's right.
Damn.
What y'all waiting on? Let's get to it. Yeah, Mr. I like to keep score. How many did I get wrong? Yeah.
What color?
Yeah.
Give me a pink one.
Oh, yeah, that one looks like that's juicy. She didn't even wait on you. Oh, you get 2.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
what you
should have
get for
waited.
not
I
waiting.
should have waited. It might have been water had
He
I
got
waited.
water.
Yeah, he did. I was just mouth with it.
H2O.
This might have been water had I waited, huh? And then
If
the
you'd have
toast.
waited.
Yeah.
All right. So this next segment is, how can I say this? There's only one person that could deliver this next segment because there's only one Jay Jizzle. So with that in totality, it is Stirring the Pot with Jay Motherfucking Jizzle. Jay, so what's the flavor of the day?
Bruh.
Yeah.
So, today we're going to do sexual position of the day, of course.
Of course.
I don't know how many episodes we're going to do, but I'm pretty sure I won't run out. But today we'll do, in the theme of tonight, we
And
said,
it's 300.
Okay.
At least 300
episodes. But go ahead.
Yeah, I could do those easy tonight. You wanna run them down?
No, just
one.
Just one.
Okay. In the spirit of tonight we sip, we will call this the lazy dog.
Oh.
Okay. So, of course, there is a drink called the lazy dog. You guys can Google it, or she can give you the recipe for it. But basically, it's a twist on doggy style. So you know how usually she's on all fours or whatever, standing up or whatever, and she's just got the ass on back, and it's just okay. I'm sorry, I got a little sidetracked.
No,
but the ass is usually forward. So let's just imagine if she's leaning forward a little bit, kind of like a V in the bed.
Right.
Her butt is not like all the way at the back. It's just leaned forward.
Right.
And basically, you just leaning on it. You're not using a lot of your hip motion or any of that because you just leaned on it, and it definitely offers the opportunity.
So this is her
deeper.
body right here, like this. This is her ass.
This is how she is right
This
here.
is her ass,
Yes.
and this is her head down here.
Yes.
Oh.
And instead of it being like this, it's slanted. It's a slant. So you
Okay.
just lean on it. As opposed to standing up with the doggy, bang, bang, bang. You just lean on it.
Just laying
bang,
on it
bang,
like.
bang. Yeah, you get. It's a different angle of penetration. It's more depth, and you don't have
And it's
to.
very
This is what I
lazy.
like
It's
to
very
call
lazy.
fellas fucking smart. Okay, you ain't got to use all your hip motion because you just don't use as much energy.
It's very interesting.
Thank me later.
Because we be trying these sexual
I know you
positions
do.
after you give them to us.
Damn right. As you should.
Yes.
Now it's time for Just Ask Fred. Boo boy, boo boy, boo boy. So now it's the
This
segment.
dude, I'm sick of him already.
Now it's the segment where we get one of our listeners to ask a question. They send it to our email, and Fred answers it. So, Fred, the question from our email today was...
What are you doing? Not David Letterman, Johnny Carson? Where you put the envelope on his head?
Okay, it doesn't... I guess this person was anonymous. They didn't want to say who they were, but we do have your question. I hope you're listening.
Okay.
Why do some men say they need a God-fearing woman, but they do the opposite? That's one part. Next part. They feed you, they sex you, want you to move in, but not put a ring on it. That's crazy work to me. That's what she said. Why do they do that? That's the second part.
I can't wait.
Oh wow. Okay. First part.
That's a lot to unpack there.
Why do women say men say they want a God-fearing woman?
But they do the opposite. Like they get the God-fearing woman, but they don't act like,
Well, I mean,
what was the reason for you wanting that God-fearing woman when you're doing all these worldly things aside from her?
well, I really don't understand the correlation of saying she's a God-fearing woman, but she can't do worldly things.
No, that was just my...
No. Okay.
She didn't say nothing about...
Yeah, I know that. I'm just trying to really break. I'm trying to unpack it. So I would say every man wants a God-fearing woman because why God is first and foremost. So that's what everybody say. Yeah, I want me a God-fearing man. I want me a God-fearing woman because you're hoping that they have some type of spirituality that is inbred in them, or they was in the church and they realized that God is first and foremost above all things created. There's only one true and living God. So most power to the most highest. So all power to the most highest. So I think that's why that is said. My answer. I think that's why I said. Do you think something different, Jay?
Absolutely.
I'm sure you do.
Of course. There is so many trains of thought, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about what men want, right? And there's definitely a subsection of available, dateable, whatever men that want a God-fearing woman because they want that kind of helpmate, line me up better.
Right.
Make me a better man type situation.
Right.
That's definitely a thing, right?
Because they do say that most women men to church and to the Lord. You know, it's like most men are so out in the street because there's like more women are more Christian based, more faith based, so they'll lead. Like honestly, my mother led my father to going to church and becoming.
And I get all of that, and that totally makes sense. I'm saying that's just a train of thought. I'm not saying I agree with it. However, I just want to, let's say, how am I put this? Let's just be adults and let's not take the responsibility out and the accountability where it goes, right? If you're a woman and you're dating this guy and he says he wants a God-fearing man and he does all these things that don't show you he's God-fearing man, why are you still involved?
Exactly.
But
like there's a responsibility on women on their picking ability.
Why do men say they want a God-fearing woman is what the real conversation is.
Again, I answered that part.
Right.
I'm just sidebarring on the reason why I think that we should make sure that women are accountable, because it's so easy to say this man did this man did that, but you stayed there though.
I feel like these questions from women always turn into putting it on a woman instead of manning up and answering the reason, the question, the actual question. Put the woman aside, forget our accountability. She asks why do men, not why do women, and not none of that other stuff.
I can't speak on why men do it because I wouldn't do it,
okay.
right?
But there you go. But don't put it on the woman just because you can't speak on it.
Just by the question, it sounds like underdeveloped, unevolved, immature. Why would a man project something that he's not?
Okay, that's a better answer.
Or this. Every man saying, yeah, he want a God-fearing woman, but he doesn't act like that. Well, he may start out acting like that, but that could be just that representative. You know, everybody. You know what? I think people have got to saying that because they felt that it's more of a cliche now. Y'all want me a God-fearing woman? You know, this, because it sound good, but really, I want me a freak. I want me somebody that, well, is into everything I'm into, want to get out and party, let's have a good time. So what you should say is, I want somebody that meshes with me and my craziness.
How about,
and we both know who God is, and we both have a respect and understand.
God-fearing women are all
I'm not saying that they're not, but I think, like I said, I think they just use that phrase because everybody, it's become a norm of, you know, so what do you want in somebody? Oh, I want me a God-fearing woman. And when they should have said, I want somebody.
What the freakiest women?
I didn't say they weren't.
I'm just saying all that stuff you just named is a lot of them are God-fearing women. I'm
answering the question of what she said. Why do men say they want a God-fearing woman, but they don't act like it? Because they're not truly saying what they want.
That's a God-fearing woman. Is that what you're saying?
No, just period. Just period. They're not.
They may not even know what they want.
It's a cop out. It's a cop out.
Okay, here's my thing. I want me a God-fearing woman. And the question should say, the reverse question should be, so what is a God-fearing woman? Do you know what a God-fearing woman is?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Versus you just being open and transparent and saying, I want a woman that meshes with me because I like this. I like to do this. I like to do this. But amongst all of that, at least we both know that the core is God is first and foremost in our life.
Why don't we just go with the fact that people just ask for stuff that they don't want?
Or ask for stuff that they don't have in them. Here's the biggest question. Why do people always say, I want this, but you don't even have that in you?
Yeah, you can't provide what you require. So
right.
that's step number one.
Yeah.
But everybody want an info until you get one.
Boy.
How about that?
Yeah. Second part of that question, ask me that again so I can get to part two. And I hope we answered part one to your understanding as best as we could. But part two was what?
They want to move you in but not put a ring on it. That's crazy work to me is the last part.
They want to move you in and not put a ring on it. That's very, very, very simple. Very, very easy to answer. That is, they want the cow without buying it.
And women allow it because they just want to be loved and want it, and then you deal with it as long as you
I thought we weren't gonna put it on the women though.
We not.
You just said women allow it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So
I can
basically,
speak on it. You can. You
Oh.
answered that part.
So since I'm a man, I can't make women be accountable for the stuff they get themselves into.
I just made us accountable. Let the woman do it. But this is a question for the men. Why do y'all do that? Why do you put a ring on
and that's what we
and
do.
not do
It's-
it?
you can't
that's what
use
we do.
y'all.
I mean, think about it. If I'm dating you, I can get you to move in and perform all the wifely duties that I could do, that I want you to do, and I ain't got to put a ring on it. I'm gonna ride that.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, hold on.
Oh.
I'm gonna flip it and twitch it. Okay, so what about the woman who is supposed to, in order to get the ring, she gotta show the wifely energy and tasks and duties? What does she do in that situation? Because if she's not giving that, she ain't gonna never get the
But
ring.
the thing is, don't move her in until she's showing those qualities.
But she is showing those
She
qualities.
is showing the quality.
So
So it's what it is based on the question that was asked. 'Cause I'm trying to stick to the question. The man is benefiting by moving the
So
woman
why put a
in,
ring on it?
and he's getting her to cook. He's getting her to clean. He has somebody he can roll over on every night. He's getting all the benefits of the wife, and I ain't got to put a ring on it. He's winning. So, in other words, what you're saying is, why did they do that? Because they know that's a win-win situation. You as women don't make it. Yeah, I know. Don't make it a win-win situation and say, you know what? No, we're not going to shack up. We're not moving in. And matter of fact, you know,
There need some kind of commitment.
we're gonna make this a subject. We're gonna make this a subject one day on this show. Is abstinent, being celibate before marriage.
Oh,
Is that completely dead now?
It should be-
pretty
it
much.
should be a
Is it
thing,
dead?
though. I
Because
believe it
because
should be.
Netflix and chills just let you know that, you know, it's all about the boutte. Come over, watch a movie, give me some tail, and go home. So,
Yeah.
People
so
say I
people,
gotta test the waters first, but I don't think you should right away. Like,
well, you know, and I'm play devil's advocate on that, because it always saying, why buy the car before driving it? You know, and I do believe that, you know, you got all types of, what's the best way to say this? I'm just gonna say it like this. I don't want to marry you and then find out you are horrible in bed. That's just, man.
but that's your wife. Maybe you can get her good in bed.
Well, then, well,
You just teach her some things.
that's true too. That's true too. But you know, before you're now you're going on the hopes of, before I marry you, that you're teachable, you're understanding, and you're open, because you know, how many times have you heard this? And this is for a man. How many times have you heard this? No, I don't give head. I don't suck dick. No.
Really,
no,
women
no.
say that?
Oh, boy, they used to say
Do
that.
women say that to you? Have you heard that? A lot?
Do you think they say it to me?
I'm just asking. I don't know.
It's kind of mandatory.
Yeah, you know,
If you're
before
not sucking
you
it, you ain't
kiss up
fucking.
here, you need to start down here.
No,
Nah, that's not what I said.
That's what we not
I'm
That's not what I
messing with Jay
said.
Jizzle. I'm messing with Jay.
At my age, if you
Yeah.
want it right, you're going to have to wet it first. I'm sorry. That's just what it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
true. But you know, so with that, how do you say I'm gonna be celibate? You know, because I know at one point there was a church group out that was really promoting abstinence. You know, having these 16-year-old girls stay virgins until they get married. Baby, you 27 years old, 28 years old, 30, 31, and you ain't married and you ain't had sex. You know what? All that year of bent up frustration of lack of sex, you might be a beast in the bedroom.
She might be, but then she gonna, the first guy that put it down on her, she's gonna cling to him and feel attached, and she's gonna get very clingy, and she's gonna, it's gonna be a rude awakening for him, because that's all she knows.
Well, okay, so,
not a good thing.
oh man,
That's for
we're gonna talk.
virgins,
We're gonna talk
though.
about this
We're
and
not
that.
talking about virgins.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about
we're gonna because I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off that subject. Where, like I said, we're gonna have this as a topic one day of, you know, being celibate. But being celibate, does that also include masturbation?
No, not to me.
Wait a minute.
I will say, if
We're gonna leave you on the cliffhanger.
no,
Okay, go ahead.
if
Say
I
what you want to
ever
say.
had to be single at my age,
You gonna have plenty of batteries.
yes,
Yeah.
because I do believe that a year of celibacy, I can date guys, but a year of celibacy for myself, just trying to get in tune with myself to know exactly what I want in life. I think I would do a year of celibacy.
Don't you think that has something to do with sexual discipline, though? If you can't not masturbate.
Yep. I did it for 2 years.
Yeah, but
I don't masturbate. It's probably been 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna,
did it for 2
I'm,
years.
if I gotta go a year, I'm gonna masturbate. I'm sorry. But at least I'm not.
Okay.
Well, anyway, we're gonna get
I'm not
off
having
of
sexual
this
intercourse
because
with nobody
this is
else.
a great topic for another show. But
I'm
it,
gonna sip
it,
my
it
tea,
needs
that's
to
what
be
I'm
talked
doing.
about, and we're gonna talk about it. I hope I answered your question. I hope you have much more clarity on the answer that we gave. So, thank you. Anybody else out there, if you got any questions that you want to just ask Fred, well, really, it's basically start with Fred, but ask the panel.
Right, we all
Right,
give our input.
Yeah, so, but, hey, just go to our email at tonightwesip@gmail.com or hit us on Facebook at Tonight We Sip Podcast. IG is tonight_we_sip. And just get at us. Get at us.
YouTube channel, Tonight We Sip. Just straight like that. Tonight,
Tonight
We
We
Sip.
Sip.
A lot of people get confused with that. Tonight We Sip. Type that in and you're going to see us pop up.
Well, take us home, Jay. End this out, man. Because, boy, I want to take another sip and I don't care.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all see us on the next episode. Peace out.
Much love.